Hey everybody, it's Nicole coming at you with a car, I guess discussion or vlog. I mean, it won't be long, but I had to come in, with this whole coronavirus thing. I'm just, I hate to say I'm over it because I know it is, serious, you know, to a certain extent, but people have lost their minds. You know, Alabama was one of, I want to say, 3 or 4 states that hadn't had a case of the virus up until yesterday. We had our first case to, you know, become public or known. And then since then, it's like snowballed, it seems. The first case was reported in Montgomery County, which is right next door to me. I used to live in Montgomery County, but now I live in Elmore County. And they've actually reported a case in the county that I live in, which is Elmore. Okay, so yesterday, I thank God I had done this the night before they even, you know, notified anybody here that we had a case. I had done a Walmart pickup order, you know, to pick up my groceries, and I'm so glad I did, because when I went to pick it up, it was scheduled for between 3 and 4. It was like a madhouse in just the parking lot of my particular Walmart. And I'm like, good Lord. I mean, I understand that if you get sick, you should have some general supplies and things like that. But I mean, really? Okay. So anyway, I'm headed home, and on my way to the house, I decided to stop in my local Dollar General, or one of them, because we have like 4 or 5 in my area where I live, in my, you know, city. But anyway, I stopped by one, and I go in, and they were fully stocked when it comes to, you know, toilet paper. Of course, they were low on like the Lysol disinfectant wipes and spray and things like that. But I mean, they were fully stocked pretty much of everything. So I'm like, I don't need any tissue. I'm not going to buy anything like that. I already have Lysol. I mean, just as a staple in the house. So I wasn't going to buy anything. Okay, so fast forwarding to this morning, it's a nice day. I'm not going to sit up in the house, you know, so I decided to get out, and I was going to drive to Montgomery. So anyway, I stopped at the same Dollar General. Now, when I went through last night, it had to be about 7 or 7:30. You know, most folks are off work by this time or whatever, so I'm, you know, assuming they've done their shopping or whatever. Honey, when I go in there this morning, which was probably about 10, those shelves were butt naked. When I tell you cleaned, picked clean of toilet tissue, they even had gotten the paper towels. And I live in a city of 4,000. I don't live in Montgomery County. Like I said, I live in Elmore County, and I live in a very, very small city. If you blink driving through it, you'll miss it. So there's about 4,000 people, I want to say roughly, in the city that I live in. And when I tell you, it was clean. The grocery store, we have one grocery store. We have 4 Dollar Generals, believe it or not, in a 4,000 person city. Each and every one of those were clean. I just looked. I went to see. Okay. But what got me? Okay. Go in this Dollar General, and I run into somebody that I used to work with. And we're just standing there talking, and this lady just comes up to us out of the blue. This is what blew my mind, y'all. She asked us, she started with the girl I was talking to first. She was like, y'all live here? Are y'all local people? So she's like, yeah, you know, whatever. She asked me the same thing. I'm like, yeah. So she was like, well, have y'all heard about the cases, you know, whatever, of the coronavirus being in Montgomery? So we're like, yeah, whatever. And so she asked about Elmore County, which is where I live. So I'm like, yeah, you know. She was like, well, I was just wondering if y'all kind of knew who it was. So we're looking at each other like, you know, because we do live in a small city, but it's not the only city in Elmore County. That's the thing. So anyway, she's asking, like, if we did know who it was, we would tell her. Because my thing is, why the hell you want to know? I mean, what are you going to do? Set their house on fire? I mean, it was so strange. And she was dead serious. That's the thing that got me. She was dead freaking serious. She's like, I was just wondering, you know, because a lot of people know each other and stuff or whatever. And so my friend was like, well, I mean, they wouldn't tell you, you know, the officials, once they tested that individual or whatever, wouldn't tell you anyway. You know, they're not going to put their business out there in the street. And so she's like, well, yeah, I know, but I was just wondering, you know, by it being, you know, a small city or close-knit community, or even a county, because it is relatively small, you might know. I'm like, okay, so what you gonna do? Like I said, burn the folks' house down, put their business in the street, you know, put a yellow tape around their house or something. I'm like, seriously, people, y'all get a grip. I mean, I understand it's serious, especially for people with pre-existing illnesses, older people, you know. I mean, it can make anybody sick. But I'm like, really? I mean, seriously, like, and she, if you could just have seen the look on her face, she was dead serious as to trying to find, and it was almost as though she was targeting, you know, asking people, random people, because once she walked away from us, you know, she was kind of talking to other people like she was on a mission. And I'm just trying to understand, why in the hell was she trying to find that out? But anyway, this thing, I mean, I understand it is, like I said, it's a, you know, it's something to not take lightly, but all at the same time, the flu kills more people than this has, and continues to do that, more so than this. And I know it's a little more difficult to treat, but I mean, you have to take the same precautions you would if you were, you know, battling any, you know, virus infection, be it the flu, common cold, whatever. You know, wash your hands, keep your hands out your face, you know, don't cough on people. Don't let anybody cough on you, for that matter. But I mean, seriously. And then another thing, too, that's getting me. And if you follow me on Instagram, I posted this. I'm in there. I'm looking at all these shelves just picked clean of stuff. But then you go down the soap aisle, the hand soap, the bar soap, you know, bath soap, for that matter. It's full. I mean, seriously. You gonna buy all this hand sanitizer, which they've actually said that it won't do a whole lot. It helps, but it won't do a whole lot. The soap is soap. You won't buy soap, but you gonna buy the hand sanitizer. You know, you gonna buy toilet tissue, but you're not gonna buy any soap. Washing powder. Wash your clothes. I mean, germs get in your clothes too. No, there's no washing powder. I mean, or liquid, whatever you use, powder or liquid. It's full, or it was now. You know, I don't know what people are saying now in the media. I'm kind of tired of looking. But anyway, there's fully stocked soap, fully stocked washing powder. I mean, things that I would think you should buy that nobody's buying. But you tearing up that hand sanitizer and that toilet tissue. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just had to come in and say that, y'all. I mean, this is ridiculous. And I mean, little, you know, my little podunk city, and I'm not knocking it or anything, but I'm like, it's 4,000 folks, roughly. They have cleaned out all the little stores that and I'm just, I don't get it. Okay, but anyway. Do what you do, y'all. Like I said, be safe, wash your hands, you know, cough into your elbow, you know, wear your mask, whatever, you know, just do what you do to stay safe. But, I don't know. Just don't lose your mind. But anyway, that's going to do it for my little car discussion, vlog, rant, whatever you want to call it. And until my next one, I will see y'all then. Bye, guys.